So Marco Ariel Hernandez Alvidrez making his way towards the boxing ring for Mexico. His opponent is Mongolia's BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. He's heading for the blue corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grade B brings it to about 372nd. With your judges ruling in favor of your winner by points declared by unanimous decision. To the red corner, from the United States of America, it's Amari Jones.
So Yuri Lyabarsky of Ukraine is our referee in this contest. We're in the 67-kilogram welterweight division. This is action from the third preliminary round between boxers from Mexico and Mongolia. The man wearing blue has just enjoyed a success with a straight punch before being put on the end of a jab and cross. Is Chinzorig BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. That's how I've commentated on him over the years. Vastly experienced individual. Coming to the tournament fresh off an appearance at the Tokyo Olympic Games, adding to his opponent Olympic experience in Rio 5 years ago. His opponent in the red corner as at the other end of the experience spectrum. He's 21 during the course of this tournament. It's his third bout of this, his third World Championships, but he's been very impressive so far. Unanimous point decision win over Milan Fodor of Hungary in the round of 64, followed by another unanimous points verdict over Joseph Shigali of Kenya. He shows very good movement and composure, despite being just 21 years of age. It's also the third bout of the tournament for BAATARSUKH. He's beaten men from Guatemala, and then demonstrated wonderful punch picking against the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist Vincenzo Mangia Capre in the second preliminary round. That is how he has progressed through to the round of 16. Just prior to the Olympic Games, was crowned as the Continental Asian Champion after boxing his way to gold in Dubai. Beautiful right hand ending that combination from BAATARSUKH. That's a good right hand in response from Hernandez though, my goodness. Didn't he land that shot effectively? But look at that right hand over the top, heavy and authoritative from BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. Jolting left jab landed by Hernandez. So closing seconds of this opening round, scoring left jab landed by Hernandez. But Chinzorig taking that opening 3 minutes for me. His right cross was very effective on occasion during that opening 3 minutes. All 5 judges scoring in favor of the man in blue from Mongolia. Here's an example of the right cross success from Chinzorig. Good variety on that shot. And Hernandez was put on the end of it on a few occasions in the first round. So we move into the second round then. BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. So much experience under his belt. And continues to be a top-level operator. Mentioned the busy summer that he had, winning the Continental Crown, going to his second Olympic Games. He then traveled to Moscow to compete in the World Military Boxing Championships prior to the World Championships here. So it's been a very busy 2021 for the 7-time Mongolian national champion. First tournament outside of Mexico for Hernandez, in stark contrast to the well-traveled man from Mongolia. Well, Hernandez, particularly in his first contest against Hungary's Milan Fodor, showed his competitive spirit because he boxed sharply in round one. There he lands a good left jab to the body. He lost round two unanimously while losing the exchanges. And in the third and final round, well, he and Fodor really went for it in a bid to progress. There's another solid right cross driven home from Chinzorig. Good left hand to the body in response from Hernandez. And again, another young boxer here on the global stage. Biggest tournament of his career against a very good operator who is the best on the continent and one of the best in the world. And he's competing with everything he has. He's showing that he's got no fear of the magnitude of the occasion or indeed the reputation and accomplishments of his opponent. And he's trying to do what he does best, while BAATARSUKH, with that good double right hand, body then head, is trying to make him do something other than what he wants to. Oh, dear me. Well, a warning issued for failing to keep his head up. And again, the boxers have to take the communication from the referee into consideration. Because if they're being spoken to about it during the course of the contest and continue to commit the same breach of the rules, well, they're just increasing the likelihood of a warning being issued, which will result in a points deduction. Right hand fired away by Chinzorig once again. But once more, you have to admire the dogged determination and competitive spirit of Hernandez, the 21-year-old from Mexico. 2 rounds completed, both of them taken by Chinzorig. Now, warning's been issued that will result in a point deduction. What we've been seeing here at the World Championships is that the point deduction will be taken into account and reflected on the scores in the round where it occurred. Well, I'm not seeing a warning, are you? No warning issued there, so we may be seeing what is more traditional, is that the warning will be taken into consideration at the end of the contest, and the -1 added to the tally of points scored. But make no mistake, despite the graphic not showing it, as it has done on the preceding 7 days, there's confirmation of it. A warning was issued against Hernandez for failing to keep his head up. So into the third and final round we go. And Chinzorig in a really strong position here. He's taking both of the first 2 rounds unanimously as he looks for his right cross once again against Hernandez, which has served him really well in this bout. Getting to work with the left jab, but they were blocked by the defenses of Hernandez, who's coming forward behind a roundhouse left, trying to change the angle of delivery of that particular punch. That's a solid left hand landed by Hernandez. Beautiful jab, delivered with a bent elbow, and he ran Chinzorig right onto it. Flicking left jab is a scoring shot from Hernandez. Nice movement in the pocket from Chinzorig to avoid the follow-up flurry which came from the fists of the Mexican boxer. And he did get through with a left jab behind a right cross. And cries of Mexico, Mexico, trying to encourage and inspire Hernandez. Speculative left hook was off the mark by some distance. So Hernandez continuing to press. And again, we have to stress that this is his first tournament outside of Mexico. Winning 2 contests before running into the vastly experienced figure of BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. Good right hand to the body, but look from Chinzorig, but look at Hernandez continue to press to get the better of that exchange by virtue of the volume of successful punches that he landed compared to the one hard right hand body shot from Chinzorig. Chinzorig being subjected to the arm bar from the man in red, but he's just seeing his way through this one now, managing the final round, keeping his composure, staying out of harm's way, not wanting to pick up a cut or an injury, because he is just one win away from the quarterfinal stage. Ablakhanja awaits. And the sound of the 10-second clapper will be a welcome one for Chinzorig, because he boxed very well in the course of that contest, taking the first 2 rounds in commanding fashion, keeping himself out of harm's way in the third. Credit to young Marco Ariel Hernandez, because he kept on competing right up until the final bell. His belief never diminishing, always going in search of the shot and the combination that he felt would have produced the victory, but he's in with a very experienced operator, and Chinzorig brought all of that experience to bear to negotiate his way through that one and make life uncomfortable for Hernandez during the first 2 rounds. A very good display of composed boxing from Chinzorig. Hernandez spirited throughout the contest. Well, look at what it means to BAATARSUKH Chinzorig. A unanimous points decision victor over young Marco Ariel Hernandez of Mexico. Hope to see that young man again in the future. It's been a very good display by him, winning his first 2 contests before coming up against an experienced man like Chinzorig. Chinzorig knowing too much for Hernandez at this stage of his career, but Hernandez acquitting himself well during the course of his maiden World Championships. In this, the 3rd appearance at the World Championships for Chinzorig. He goes through to the quarterfinal stage. He'll face off against Kazakhstan's Ablakhanja. That contest scheduled for tomorrow in the afternoon session.